Welcome to the Real Mama Pod.
I'm your host, Devin.
And I'm your host, Kendra.
We are real moms.
Sharing real experiences. The things people don't tell you.
Hey, Mama, hey.
Hey, Mama, hey.
How you doing, friend?
I'm good. What's up?
I'm good. Can't complain. If this is your first time listening, I'm your host, Devin.
And I'm your host, Kendra.
Welcome to the Real Mama Pod.
Welcome.
Yay. So this is going to be a fun episode, okay? We're going to way back into time.
Okay.
Remember that black?
I do.
Black
Was
Street?
it black?
Oh, baby. My mom used to love Black Street. I know that whole album, front to back to front.
Sing it again?
No.
Yes.
But that was on there. You remember that?
I do.
Okay.
I do. He said we're going way back into time.
And then doom, 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 doom. You remember that?
No, I do.
Okay.
I remember. So where are we going?
We're going back to the 90s.
Okay.
90s and 2000s.
Hey, the 90s and the early 2000s were lit. I don't care what nobody say.
Best era.
They were lit.
Best music, best food, best vibe.
Oh yeah.
All of it. So we're going to talk about it.
We grew up in some really good times.
Really, really good times.
We are.
And I can't wait to talk about it because I love to go back and revisit. Like I was telling you, I was watching my most favorite movie of all. Well, second favorite because Lion King is my absolute favorite, and then Crooklyn is my second. And you've never watched Crooklyn, which I am baffled by. So we're gonna go after this and play Crooklyn for her because like Troy, the main character, I did identify with her so much. Like growing up in Harlem. Even though the time was like the 70s or whatever, it was still like the same in the 90s, so it just gives you that vibe, and it's such a great movie.
I'm gonna go watch Crooklyn for you.
You have to. It's a Spike Lee joint.
I like
He
Spike.
ran the 90s. Okay.
Spike did. He had a run. He did have a run.
Okay,
So
speaking of the 90s and all that, what is your favorite childhood memory?
Oh, memory? So, the holidays were really big for my family back in the day. My favorite memory from the holidays in the 90s and even early 2000s was going home to Pensacola. Every year, I don't care where we lived in this world, we went home for Christmas.
Okay.
So, from zero to when my grandmother or my nana passed in my 20s, we were in Pensacola every year for Christmas. The whole family came. No matter where everybody lived in the world, even when we were in Germany, we flew home every Christmas. So that's my favorite memory. It was just family, fun. My nana's house was really big, so all the cousins would stay there. We had all the food. It was just a vibe.
Yeah.
Every Christmas. So that's my favorite childhood memory. It's like Christmas back home in Pensacola.
That's cute.
What about yours?
Mine was summertime. We spent a lot of time outside in the summertime because we didn't have central air. So my great-grandmother had this AC unit in her room, and you pray to God it cooled down the whole house, the whole apartment. So we spent a lot of time outside. The sprinklers were on. My brother was playing basketball at the circle. It's just carefree fun. We had summer school. And so my great-grandmother's house was like the house to be at. All the cousins would be over. She would be watching her stories. And if it was thundering and lightning, we had to turn off everything and be quiet.
And sit still.
Yes, and sit still in the dark. Don't move. If you move, you got spanked. Okay? If you talk, that was the Lord speaking to us and moving his furniture. I don't know how those two go together, but that was like what we were told.
Yeah.
And the world stopped.
My grandma used to say the Lord is doing his work.
Yeah.
So that means you be quiet.
Yes.
Sit still, don't do it.
Yes, and so when we had one TV, and my great-grandmother, she ran a TV, so we watched things like Sally and Ricky Lake, and who else was Jenny Jones,
baby, Jenny Jones,
Jerry Springer and her stories, All My Children, General Hospital. It was just all the things, so those memories, and this like box TV, and this cable box, and I remember it was like in red. It's just vivid memories of with my great-grandmother and her just being fun, I guess. But we just been, my mom had no babysitter, so we was just all, or my uncle. Yeah. So all the kids was over there, and my grandmother was a young grandmother because she had my mom at 15. So she was out doing her thing. So it was really my great-grandmother taking care of us. But it was a lot of fun.
I remember seeing this like meme that said like the sick care package when you at your grandma's house, like when you were kids.
Yeah.
The Price is Right, ginger ale, and crackers.
Saltine crackers.
And I said, damn, that was me. Like when I was a kid and we were in Pensacola when we lived there and I was sick, I was at my grandma's house, laying in her bed, watching The Price is Right, drinking ginger ale, and eating crackers.
Yeah.
So I'm like, dang, this crazy how we all kind of had the same childhood, even though we're from all different places and phases of life.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, my great-grandmother was pivotal in my upbringing. So even the short period of time the boys had with their grandfather, he came to help us while I transitioned to a new job. I'm just like, we're going to have some cool memories from that. Even though it's only a month, just every day being together and learning things. Like they start, I said, what y'all do today? We ran to the bank. I said, what? So it's like little things like that. I'm like, my baby turning country, but it's just cool to like.
Turning?
He is. He
Yeah,
is country.
it's okay,
I'm trying to find
it,
but my kid's country. Yeah, so they ran to the bank. So just little stuff like that. It's like, oh, this is cute.
Sound like an old man.
Yeah.
Sound like an old man. So I feel like we grew up in a world that's completely different from now. Which there were a lot of things that took place in our childhood that prepped us for life now. Like we have patience out this world because of some of the things that we had, whether it's TV, music, whatever. But what are some things you think our kids would never understand that we went through in the 90s and early 2000s? Like, if you think about all the things.
No iPad or phone. I didn't get a cell phone until high school. I had to write an essay. No, I had to do a PowerPoint presentation on why I deserve a cell phone. Okay?
Your mama made you do that?
Yes, and she made me pay for it. Like, she did not just willingly get me a cell phone. I had a Motorola, the blue one, that came out after the Nokia. It was like a royal blue. It's not the Nokia, but it was like a Motorola and it had like a little antenna on it.
I know
it was like
exactly what you're talking about.
I had that.
That was my first phone too.
Okay. So that was like the next best thing out of the Nokia. So no technology really. Like we had a Macintosh computer before it was Apple, and then we had like a gateway. Like we upped that, but being able to not use the phone and the internet at the same time, that was so annoying because we had those little AOL chat lines and stuff for your mom.
On the phone?
Yes, on the phone and disconnect your conversation. Girl, that was so annoying.
Oh, yes.
And you'd be good in the chat. And what else? It's just so much.
Oh, I got a list.
When it comes to technology and not just going around, just learning things.
Oh, yes.
We didn't have no camera phone. Because the kids would be quick, but take a picture or video of that. Girl, what? We had the Kodak pictures at the end of the school year. We used to buy all these cameras so we could take pictures of everybody and get them printed out, wait a week. Girl, when that hour photo came out,
Changed the game.
Changed the game.
Changed the
Make
game.
a whole hour photo to get your pictures.
Changed
So
the
it's
game.
just like these kids
They don't know.
they have no idea. And I think it's cool for us to experience both.
Oh,
now
yes.
you see like the transition. But what are some things
I'm
for
glad
you?
we experienced what we did.
It is resilient.
We're like that that generation that really can connect with the older folks and the newer folks.
Yeah.
I really believe that.
Yes.
I have a laundry list.
Oh my gosh, I just saw some more stuff too. Go
A
ahead.
laundry list. One, music. You know, I'm a music head. So I had to wait till the CDs come out. Then you buy the single, and it got snippets of all the other songs that's supposed to come out on the album. You don't know when the album is releasing. Videos. I was a BET MTV girl. I was tuned in to all the spring break shows, 106 and Parks. Music videos was a big deal.
Gosh.
That's something that today's generation, I don't think they really know what it, I don't even, do they even still make music videos?
I think so, but not to the capacity that we're used to.
No.
One, a music video lasts you for a whole year.
Oh yeah.
You were lucky if you got 2 videos in
Yeah.
1 year from an artist. Do you remember the box when you had to call and
Yes.
pay to watch the music video?
Yes.
But your parents wouldn't let you pay, so you just wait and pray that somebody will order a video?
I never experienced that.
Yeah.
Never experienced, because my parents were not paying for that. CD, well, not CD-ROMs. Well, no, that's also a thing.
CD-ROMs.
But floppy disk.
Oh.
Saving my work,
Yes.
OneDrive.
Yeah.
There's no sheet that's
No.
automatically saving
Right.
your, no.
Yeah.
Where's your floppy disk?
Where's your floppy
And if you
disk?
lose it, then you should have luck. Period.
Yes,
All
that's
your
a lot.
work is lost.
All of it.
All your work is lost.
Dang, that's crazy.
Watching TV, you don't know what time your show coming on unless you're looking at the guide.
Oh,
And
yeah.
you gotta, if you miss
The
your
TV
channel,
guide. Yeah, you can.
then you gotta wait a whole
Or
3
just scroll
minutes.
back.
Yeah, and it's, God forbid, it's scrolling slow that day. It's like, God damn, I just
Forgot about
gotta
the
look
TV guide.
at the TV and make sure I am watching.
Right.
Because that
That is funny.
ain't no YouTube.
Ain't no YouTube.
Ain't no commercials, you got it.
Yeah.
Okay, there's no skipping ads.
No.
So there, again,
Because them kids be quick to skip the ad.
Mommy, it's not working because
Oh,
the
my
time
goodness.
hasn't run out for you to watch the ads.
Okay.
Just be patient.
So talking about music, big music fan too. So you talked about the CDs. Remember, you can go. I forgot what store it was, but you can go in and kind of put the headphones on.
That's
and
my
listen.
baby.
And it was another store
Radio
too.
Shack.
Radio Shack.
Yes.
City. Radio City.
City Circuit.
City
City
Circuit.
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 City
Circuit.
Circuit. And you go in and you listen. You're like, oh yeah, I'm gonna buy this when it drops. That having a Walkman, and then when you got a CD player.
Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh! But then the skip, you can't move too much. You gotta kind of
but
like
you gotta get the skip.
the non-skip and still skip.
But
Especially if you was on a bus. If you was on a bus, that's
yes.
skipping.
Yes.
So CD, the Walkman. Yo, I had this Raven Simone cassette because she used to make music when we were little. I don't know if you remember. I forgot the song. I used to replay that song on my yellow Walkman, just walking through, and that's how I fell in love with hip hop because.
Raven Simone.
No. Wu-Tang. I'm going back. When I first got my Walkman, Wu-Tang, Cream.
Oh,
So
okay.
I used to, my brother, he's 7 years older, so I was 7 and he was like a teenager, and he used to play Cream, and I'm like, oh, and then I found out about Nas and like all the stuff, and then we got CDs. So that, and then, oh my gosh, when you record your voicemail, but you got music in the background, so everybody knew what you was going through based on
on your voice.
on your selection. Hello, and then I did this one thing. It's like hello. Gotcha. You reached definitely.
No, that gives me definitely.
You used to be so pissed.
I can't. The one thing, so music has always been a part of me, like period.
Yeah.
I had the CD players and the cassette players, but what changed the game for me was my CD player. That it was silver. They had the 2 big speakers.
Oh yes.
And it had the rotation.
Yes.
I had me a 5 disc.
Yes.
On rotation.
Girl.
I remember this. This was in like 1999. We were staying at my nana house and we lived with her for a year. And I got my stereo for Christmas. And Juvenile's G-Code album had to be out. Now, I shouldn't have been listening to this, but I was. My daddy was the one who let me buy CDs with explicit. Jolene wouldn't have it. But anyways, I didn't care. So I had my Juvenile CD and I put it in my boombox. That was the first CD I listened to in my boombox. Girl, it was all kinds of Magnolia. My nana came in, turn that mess down. I said, nana, it's Christmas. I just got my gift. It's about to be hot in here. It's hot. It's hot. The block is hot. With Juvie and Lil Wayne, everybody. Cash Money Records for the 90s. But yes, that, like, music is one of the core memories I have from, like,
absolutely.
that
So
time.
did you record over cassette tapes, like from the
They
radio? won't know nothing about that.
Nothing.
You gotta wait till the song play on the radio and you record over it. Like, what were we doing?
But, girl, listen, shout out to P-Cola 93 BLX. It's really a mobile, but hey, it's locals in Pensacola. I used to, when we lived in Germany, when we come home for Christmas, I would use tapes to record the radio because I need to take this back with me.
Right.
And my aunt, when we lived over there in Germany, did not have BET, did not have MTV, so she would record videos for me on VHS tapes. and send them to me.
Aww.
And one day, my dad watches the stories. I accidentally recorded over his stories with my videos. Ooh, baby, it's smoke in the city. Smoke in the city. So it's just, there's just so much from back in the day that our kids would never be able to understand. But I really appreciate those.
Yes, it's great memories. VHS, the regular just blockbuster movies, going to the blockbuster, renting them, praying somebody didn't rent your movie or praying that they bring it back on time.
That's that hurt.
And then my stepdad figured out how to record the blockbuster movies to make our own. We have all the bootleg movies.
Why can't I see this?
Yes, because remember, even in college, you would bootleg movies from Netflix. When there was a disc, when you would send it back, people would oh, see, the bootleg man. So, yes, we had all the movies.
I can see that.
For Blockbuster. Not for free, but I guess for unlimited time, because he used to bootleg the movies.
It was free for y'all.
Free, and he would sell them to like people in the neighborhood.
So he making it.
Yeah.
Okay, we gonna say what that is.
Which stepdaddy it was. Tell you, my mom don't play no games.
Shut up.
All right.
So when you think about food, what was your favorite childhood snack?
Yo, anything Little Debbie's, okay? And sunflower seeds. So in New York, we had the nacho cheese, we had the ranch, we had the barbecue, we had different flavors, and it had a 10-cent pack, y'all. So you only needed 10 cents to get you a pack of sunflower seeds. Then they had quarter waters, which y'all I think call like the juice barrels.
I know what you're talking about.
They were 25 cents, so that's why they called quarter water. And then anything Little Debbie. So you talking about the zebra cakes, the oatmeal cream pies, the chocolate swirl. Whatever, Swiss rolls, and then they had the strawberry version of that. Girl.
Now I went with Swiss roll.
I know you weren't.
But throw me a zebra cake.
Oh, you know what I
And
forgot?
an oatmeal cream pie? What?
Honey buns.
No,
and you put them in the microwave?
Honey buns? I used to eat a honey bun at school every day. That was my lunch. I want a honey bun, period.
And my kids don't know what none of that stuff is.
No, and I haven't had a honey bun in years. But growing up, I love me some chips. Chips has always been my favorite snack. Ruffles, plain chips, favorite snack. Zebra cakes, oatmeal cream pies, and my auntie, she's really my name and best friend. But Auntie Tina, shout out to Auntie Tina. Hey, Auntie Tina, she's still here with us. Frozen cup. She was the frozen cup lady. Now, based on where you're from regionally, they're called different things. Where I'm from, they're called frozen cups.
Okay.
And it's a frozen juice of some sort in a little plastic cup.
Yeah, so I was introduced to that time I went to Florida because we had ices. So we had the man with the cart.
Yeah.
And you get some fresh.
I did try those when I went to New York.
Oh, you did 25. They went up a lot recently here, but they used to be 25 cents and 50 cents. That's all you needed to get you a nice, cool little icy. I think they like $1.50, $2 now. It's crazy. But
they wild with the
yeah, you got coconut, you got cherry, you got rainbow, you just got different, and then you have Mr. Softy, so that was our ice cream truck. Get that for $1 with some sprinkles, $1.50 maybe. Now I think it's like $5. It's crazy.
I'm not paying.
It's just
not
ridiculous.
For the
Yeah.
But yeah, them frozen cups. And my auntie Tina, she used to sell candy. She had all the snacks. You can get your frozen. That was the primary, but she had some secondaries. She had some secondaries there too. But them frozen cups.
Yeah.
Every summer.
Yeah.
As soon as we get to Pensacola, we going to Auntie Tina's house.
Yes.
And damn, if she sold out, I'm pissed.
Yeah.
Like, when is the next batch coming out?
Yes.
And she had, remember that baby shower punch? Like back in the day when they put that cocktail fruit and all that stuff in the punch?
Yes.
And she made some frozen cups out of that baby shower punch.
Cocktail fruit, I forgot about that. Girl, that was
I
real
don't
fancy.
like cocktail fruit. But in that
Like the
punch,
cherry
with
in
the
it.
Sprite or the ginger ale, listen.
That's
It'll change your life.
Girl.
It'll change your life.
And we spend so much time outside, especially like during the summer.
Yes.
Girl, double dutch competitions, tag. They were playing football. I don't know how they was doing that on concrete. I didn't participate in that because then baseball wasn't really baseball. You had a stick and a ball.
I wasn't an outside girl.
We were outside because it was so hot. We didn't have AC.
I
So
know.
it's like you just go outside because
we ain't have AC at my grandma's house
For real?
either.
Not in the South?
No, my great grandma.
Uh-huh.
No, my nana had AC.
Okay.
But my great grandma, she had 8 units. She had 2 actually. She had one in her room.
Of course.
And she had one in the living room.
Oh, that was kind.
It was kind. But it was, I was the type of kid that was in the house watching all the TV and listening to all the music. I would go outside sometimes.
Okay.
But my outside didn't come until I was older and I was out with my friends. Like we were hanging out on like a block or something. I wasn't really, my brother, outside from sun up
to
way down.
Yeah.
You know, my mom used to have to go looking for him because he was outside. That's when it was safer to be outside in that way. But I was in the house watching TV, watching all the talk shows with my grandma, sitting there talking to her. That's why I sound like a little old lady now, because that's all I did was sit in the house with my grandma. Yeah. So I went outside like that. Yeah,
we played outside a lot. I was like really good at double dutch. I don't know. I haven't picked up a rope.
No, I can't double dutch.
Surprisingly. What type of you did when we double dutch?
Maybe.
That would be fun.
Don't pursue good old double dutch.
I used to be so good. I could pop up, do the typewriter, turn around, hopscotch.
You know what's funny, Devin?
What?
You know how to double dutch.
I know.
And I say it's funny because you're not coordinated at all.
Not at all.
And you gotta have some level of coordination.
Yeah, you do.
Double dutch is not easy.
Yeah.
So I'm proud of you.
Yeah, I used to be real good. Like, I should have been like on TV on ESPN. I was good. Now I don't know where I'm at now, but back then, little double dutch. Then we used to go to like Central Park and go to the community pool. It was just so much. It was so much.
All the things. We can have a whole episode just on the things that we did when we grew up.
So what I feel like with us as moms, when it comes to meal prepping and eating foods, I think we give our family diversity. I feel like in my house we ate pretty much the same things, like all the time. What was some of the staples in your house?
Honey, if y'all know my mama is a Southern woman. She has been the same woman I have known since I came out of her. Whatever. Since I was born.
Whatever.
My mama, she ain't trying all that food.
Yeah.
She's not all that food. That's how she said. I didn't start exploring food until I was out of her house.
Wow.
Like I knew the staples. My mom, greens, mac and cheese, fried chicken, fried pork chops, as they say, rice and gravy, spaghetti. That's as European as we got. Spaghetti. That's it.
That's hilarious.
It wasn't, she wasn't doing all the salmon. I didn't try salmon until I got to FAMU.
Really?
Dead ass.
I didn't know that.
Dead ass.
Wow.
I'm so serious.
I can kind of see that though.
Shrimp. Now shrimp is like we're from Florida, so there are certain seafoods, but like salmon, all, did not try that until I got to FAMU, and then I felt embarrassed about this growing up, or not growing up, and more in adulthood. My mama, when she cooked steaks, well done. I ain't never saw red. Well done. And
I mean, it's like, what's the point? I don't eat deep, but it's like, what's the point?
Well, now I'm asking that.
Yeah.
Because I'm not ordering my steak less than medium. Right? So, when I remember when I can't remember who I was with, and I ordered this steak, and they asked me how I wanted it, and I said, well done. And they were like, well done. I said, yes, well done. This is what I know. And I'm like, dang. And I had to try their steak at medium, or I'm not eating medium rare and all that. No, I'm not going here. I'm not getting rare. But Jonathan does. But I just I'm not here. But I didn't know anything outside of a well done steak. I will never order a well done steak. Yeah. And my daddy, and I had to get him because he had the nerve to say I took that cooking all that well done stuff. I said, well, why you ain't sweet on it? If you out here eating medium steaks with your friends in the military, why didn't you let me and my brother know? We didn't know that was a thing.
That's hilarious.
So my mama, she stuck with the Southern, any Southern food, that's what we ate. Yeah. Period. Yeah. So I love my Southern food, but I rarely cook Southern food at home. I only fry chicken maybe once a year, and that's usually around the New Year when I have my greens, my black-eyed peas, and all that stuff. I don't eat mac and cheese. I've never eaten mac and cheese, even when I was a little girl. I know I cook it. I don't eat it.
Yeah, that's so strange because your mac and cheese is actually good.
I just love it. I just don't. I know what it's supposed to look like.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not eating it.
Yeah.
I'm not. So my mama has always kept it southern.
Yeah. Yeah.
What about yours?
Same thing. We have, and this is part of the reason why I don't eat pork now, because I feel like we ate pork chops so much and chopped ham. Chopped ham was like the cheapest.
Chopped ham?
Yeah, it was like the cheapest, I guess, deli meat you can buy.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
It's like square. Oh, I'm so traumatized. I will eat a bowl of cereal before I eat chopped ham. Anyway.
That's what you're
Yeah. So for lunch it was always a sandwich. Okay. And then it would be pork chops. It would be chicken and rice. It would be spaghetti. It would be hamburger helper, which I can't eat either. It would be let's see, fried chicken. And the mac and cheese and the greens and the black eyed peas and lima beans. We had a lot of lima beans. I haven't had lima beans in years. Now that I think about it, I used to actually like lima beans though, which I could still make a meatloaf. I could tolerate that because that was like a specialty thing. But in our house, she made things that were stretch. Because as an adult now, I understand, but as a child,
a lot of y'all.
But for me, even though I don't make them eat the same thing for a whole week. You know what I mean? Like, it's just like 2 days and we're done. But I get it. I get why she did it, but I'm just like, I'm tired of the same stuff. Like, I don't make any of the things that my mom made.
Yeah.
I don't think I make any of it for real.
No,
and I don't fry food because I started a grease fire, so.
That's a whole nother conversation for another day,
for
y'all.
those who don't know, I started a grease fire in Birmingham, and this whole thing, but he's gonna break up with me, but he's still here. Was my fault. But yeah.
I can't.
Yeah, those are some of the meals we have.
Well, I know we touched on music, which is music is something that both of us really love.
Enjoy a lot.
What are some artists, like what is your nostalgic music from the 90s, early 2000s?
Okay, so my mom had like a few different sides of her when it came to music. So she had, when she was cleaning up, it was old school, so it was like the Al Greens, that type of vibe, right? She was just vibing. You got the Toni Braxton, like Mary J. Blige, Babyface, anything LaFace, Livonia had. Okay. Yeah, it was a lot of R&B.
They had an era.
Yeah, they had an era. They ran the 90s. TLC, all that. She didn't really listen to too much rap, hip hop. That was from my stepdad, so that's why I got the Biggie, Nas, and my brother and stuff like that. But R&B woman was my mom, so that's why I feel like my love for R&B, like I love 90s R&B. Catch me listening to anything, it's usually 90s R&B or some playlists, but majority of the time it's 90s R&B. So that was my house growing up, and then on Sundays, of course, you had your gospel. That was it. Yeah. Wasn't allowed to listen to nothing else but your gospel. Yeah. So
my mama is all gospel. Sunday through Saturday.
That's good.
So with her, it was gospel music, which I love my gospel music. But my dad is where I really got my exposure. He listens to all genres. Yeah. But the hip hops, when like the Biggie, the Tupac, the Snoop, the Scarface, all that is my dad exposed me to. He really exposed me to music. But I heavy on the 90s R&B. He used to love Silk and Drew Hill.
Yes.
Silk and Drew Hill?
Girl, I told you my mama got married to Beauty. We had to bop down the house. I can't listen to that song the same ever since our wedding.
But they were a bop.
They were.
And Boys II Men is one of my favorite groups, period. Yeah. But I was really into NSYNC, Backstreet Boys.
Yeah. Oh, that's the 2000s right there.
Baby, I had a time with them.
Yeah. Britney Spears,
Christina Aguilera.
I love that whole thing.
Jessica Simpson. I had
What's the lady that's she's an actress now, but she was a singer at first. She played on All of Us. She was the mama. She had a little
Mandy Moore.
Mandy Moore. She had some good music too.
She did, she did, but she wasn't.
Yeah, she wasn't no Britney, but she had decent music.
But yeah, I loved me something.
Girl, when Destiny's Child came out,
them too.
That was it for me. You couldn't tell me I was a Beyonce. I already told myself I'm Beyonce, you're LaToya, you're Kelly, you're Latavia, and that's that. We made up a whole dance routine.
I can't.
Just writing on the wall. Every song had a dance.
Yeah.
Like learning the lyrics, because remember they used to give you the book and you learn the lyrics. Girl, you couldn't tell me I was
Do
not
they
there.
still sell CDs?
I know Taylor Swift dropped the CD for Target exclusively.
CD?
Yeah, it was like, I was like, this is pretty cool, but I don't think, because how would you play it? Most cars now don't have CD players.
I feel like in my dashboard, like my console, there's some sort of disc ROM in there or something.
My car damn sure ain't got it.
I don't know. I got it.
It's in 2018. Yeah.
But remember the books with all your CDs,
oh,
you hold them,
through.
and you flip through?
Now, you in college, you would make some good playlists. I was like, Kendra, make me a little sexy playlist.
Yes, have me making her sex albums. What you want me to
I said sexy.
I mean, you what you made every album with.
Oh my God.
But you said, can you make me a little CD? What you want, girl?
We on LimeWire. What was it,
LimeWire and Kazam. I think it was called Kazam.
Yeah, you could burn the CD.
I had all kinds of viruses on my computer. Fooling with LimeWire.
You sure did.
Fooling with
and your mix
LimeWire.
always, it went from like hood to R&B to sexy time to country to pop. It was just, I'm like, what are you doing?
I'm a random
I like to
person.
categorize my stuff, and you just, I'm like, I don't know what I'm gonna get. But
I'm random in life, right? So the music that I listen to is how I'm processing life at this time. I don't know. I'm just all over the place all the time. But even now on my Apple Music, I have a playlist called Random Vibes. And I just add to it. Whenever I hear a song that I like, I just add to my Random Vibes. And it's just on shuffle. So you might hear you might be in the trap with me one day. Or you might be with the Lord with me. Now, I'm not putting my gospel music on my radio. But either way, I did, CDs were my thing. Making a mix CD is what we used to call it. Mix CD.
Mix 09.
Any songs, right. Mix 09. Right. Summer 09 mix. So yes, I was a CD girl. Yeah. I was a CD girl. Yeah. So
I know that was fun. If they scratch, you get mad.
Girl, and it's always scratch on your favorite part.
Yeah, it's just annoying. Speaking of that too, Super Nintendo, did you have one?
Honey.
And you had to blow in the cartridge, and you had to wipe it down with alcohol and Q-tip. Girl.
Yes.
So annoying.
Now I was a video game girl back in the day.
90's video game. I can't play PlayStation and all that. I did Sega. I did do Sega. We had a Sega Genesis and we had Sonic and stuff, but that's as far. PlayStation 1, Crash Bandicoot.
Crash Bandicoot.
Oh yeah.
Honey, give me the stick.
Donkey Kong.
Donkey Kong?
Donkey Kong. Yeah, that's his name. Yeah.
Super Nintendo is probably my favorite gaming console. Yeah. Jonathan actually gifted me with
we have one
90's
too.
old school Super Nintendo console with all Super Mario, Donkey Kong, Street Fighter, all that stuff. But PlayStation 1, honey, what was it? It was Crash Bandicoot. We used to play Tiger Woods PGA thing. Me, my dad, and my brother. That was our bonding. My dad used to bond with us. All the fun stuff, of course. But I loved playing video games back in the day. Yeah, I did. We had the Game Boys.
Oh, the Game Boys.
Girl.
Remember they came out with the color ones? At first it was like big and gray, and then they got smaller with the different colors.
One year, my auntie, shout out to Auntie Buster, she bought my brother and my two cousins a Game Boy. She didn't get me one. And I said, Auntie, she said, your mama said you ain't want one. If you want to know if I want a Game Boy, I need you to ask me. Yeah. I ain't get, so they had to go buy me a Game Boy. I had a red Game Boy. I had the old school ones, like the first one, but I wanted the colorway.
The color pop. I forgot what they called it. It was the color Game Boy color.
Game Boy color. That's what it's called. Then I got me a red one.
That's funny. That sounds like Jared with his Talk Boy.
Oh.
So he's still traumatized from this. So the only thing he wanted for Christmas was a Talk Boy and a bike. His cousin happened to come from Nicaragua to visit for Christmas, and they didn't have a gift for him. So they gave Jared's Talk Boy to him. Oh, and Jared is still pissed off about not getting Talk Boy for Christmas. And he's like, I had to give my Talk Boy to Robert. And he's sitting up there talking to my Talk Boy, and that was my Talk Boy. It's like, boy, let it go. Let it go.
Dang, that would have pissed me off too. Low-key. Like that.
And then they did not give him another one. You know how you got another Game Boy? No, it was just Robert Andrews Talk Boy.
That ain't cool.
That ain't right. So speaking of parents, right, and as a parent, you realize some of the stuff that your parents did and said, it actually holds true. You just didn't understand as a child. And it's like, you know what, I'm never doing it. When I have kids, when I get older, I can't wait to get grown, all these things. So what are some things that your parents may have told you or did as a parent? As a child, you didn't understand, but as a parent, you're like, dang.
When we get in this store, don't ask for nothing.
That's a good one. That's why I want to take him to the store. Because it's a trap.
Because my son thinks that every time he goes to the store, he's supposed to get something. And as a kid, I'm just like, why would you bring me here if I can't have nothing?
Right.
But now I get it because I got to run in the store and you can't sit in the car. So we got to go in the store.
Yeah.
And that doesn't mean that you're getting something when we go in here.
Yeah.
So I have to have a pep talk with Eli.
Yeah.
Now, if I have intentions on getting him something, we don't have a pep talk. But when I'm literally running in there to get something, I say, Eli, when we get in the store, don't ask me for that. It was actually the same conversation in my ear.
Yeah.
And I understand it now. Because who got money to be just spending because you want a toy?
Listen.
Or you want this or that. And he likes certain types of toys. He don't want to go to the 5 and below section. He want to go to the toy section. Don't ask me for nothing. Because we're not getting it.
Yeah.
If we're getting a gift, like a birthday gift for someone else, I have to tell him just because we're getting no.
Yeah.
No, it's not your birthday.
Yeah.
So that I took with me. Because I get it now.
Yeah.
I do. McDonald's money.
It's really Starbucks money.
It's Chick-fil-A. Well, it's excuse me, it's Shake Shack money.
Oh.
Because Eli like Shake Shack.
Okay.
It ain't okay.
No
If I put
Chick-fil-A.
McDonald's fries in front of him, what is this? What is this? Prime example. He likes the Madeline cakes from Starbucks, y'all, right? I bought him some Madeline cakes from Trader Joe's. Kroger, he tried the Kroger ones first, didn't like them. Trader Joe's came next. So when we got in the car from school the other day, I said, Eli, I have your favorite snack in the car. He said, Madeline cakes? I said, yes. He said, what store did they come from? I said, you got me. What?
Did he like the Trader Joe's one?
He ate them, but he likes the Starbucks ones.
Yeah.
So it's like, that's the thing when, like, I understand that now. Don't come in here asking me for nothing, because it's a no.
Yeah.
And I don't want to tell you this while we're in the store, because it's a different conversation in the store.
Yeah.
So that, I took that with me.
And I experienced Eli getting stuff firsthand because he gave me a tour of his new Spider-Man stuff. So he's like, Gaga, look at this. And I was like, what is it? He said, you see my towel? And look at my toothbrush. My mom let me get it from Target. And I was just like, okay, Eli.
So they know.
Yeah,
I get it now. Don't come here asking for nothing.
Yeah, one thing for me is all that noise.
Ooh, honey.
I'm like, kids supposed to be fun and loud and jumping up. No, I need time to think. Like, I cannot think with all that noise.
All that noise.
Like, just please, just 5 seconds of people in my house don't know how to be silent. I even told you this because when I walk out, I say it's so quiet in here. Everybody, Eli gets up, he makes his waffles, and he sits down and he eats. It's just quiet. John didn't sleep, not bothering nobody. It's just quiet, peaceful. My house don't sound like that. Just don't get up and just all go. Jared yapping, the boys fighting. I'm just like, okay, peace, quiet, please. Everybody just be quiet. Nobody in my house knows how to be quiet.
That's funny because when Eli do turns up.
Yeah.
And my mama used to tell us, shut up all that noise.
Yeah.
So I get it.
I get
And when I hear a bunch of, like when my niece and nephew come to the house, it'd be a madhouse.
Yeah.
And I'm like, shut up all that noise.
Right.
So I understand that too.
Yes.
I need quiet. I do.
I definitely overstand
I do.
peace and quiet. All that noise. I get it now.
So when we think about our childhood, while it was lavish, it was fun. Well,
It was not lavish.
That's why I retract that.
Compared to
I'll
where I
retract
came
it.
hell
It
no.
was not lavish, but we had fun. We had great moments, great memories. But there are some things that happened in our childhood that we're like, I'm not taking that into my way of parenting. What are some things that you grew up experiencing that you refuse to let your kids experience now?
myself, because my mom was very hard on herself too in front of us, and I feel like that's why I do it. So I have some unlearning to do. And to allow my kids to express themselves, which I'm more okay with that. Jared is learning. He is getting a lot better. But if they cry, it's okay. It's okay to cry. You don't have to shut up and be quiet and stop all that crying. No, your feelings are hurt. And they'll say, my feelings are hurt. I'm sad. I'm angry. I'm upset because you did this. And a lot of times it's like, you upset over that. But I don't invalidate them. I say that in my head. But really, truly allow them to express themselves and be able to cry. Because sometimes I think as boys, little boys, are told early on not to cry. Be strong. Suck it up. Stop all that crying. You're a boy. You're not supposed to cry. And it's like, no, you're supposed to cry. You have feelings. Whether I think you're supposed to cry over that or not, like, that's how you feel. And so really sitting in what they feel. And so, although my mom allowed me to express myself to a certain extent, because I was always taught I was grown for my age, which I don't agree with. I just had a very strong opinion.
I can definitely grown.
But then also, you put grown people responsibility on me. How do you expect me to act?
That's fair.
So that's not my fault. That's your fault. I tell her that all the time. Anyway, so, but yeah, like, even though I was allowed to express myself, it was with parameters, right? So, go to your room. I don't want to hear that. Or, you know, it's just like, no, they don't have to go to their room if they're hurt here and they want to process their feelings or whatever. Then now I will ask them, do you need a moment? Do you want to go upstairs? Do you want to, I'll kind of do that versus like, go to your room. I don't want to hear that, all that. So it's just like, that is what I'm trying not to do.
Yeah.
It don't work all the time because sometimes they work me. Especially they double team me a lot of times. So I have to like deal with one person at a time sometimes. I'm like, okay, you go to your room while I deal with this or vice versa, especially if it's a fight because I can't do it at the same time.
Yeah.
But really, truly trying to let them express themselves fully.
Yeah. My thing is, my mama did not like us to question her.
That's a good word.
And I want, you should be inquisitive. You know, like, my mama was that woman who's like, do what I say, and that's that.
Not as I do, yeah.
Don't, exact. Do what I say, not as I do. Or do what I say, don't ask me why. You just go do it. And Eli is a very inquisitive child. If you ask him to do something, he needs to know why he's doing it. Rightfully so.
Yeah.
Why am I doing this? So I've had to train myself to not say, just don't ask me, just go do what I say. Because I grew up with, you do what I say, period. So we allow him to ask questions within reason. We give him our response. This is why, and you're still going to do it. But I'm letting you ask me why. You should know why you're doing something. I'm always, I need to know why am I doing this. So I was always told, go do what I say do. But I'm like, well,
because I said so. Because I'm the mama. Because I'm
I'm the mama, you the child. That was what my mom used to tell me. I'm the mama, you the child. She still tells me that. Ma'am.
That don't make sense.
I'm very grown.
We're right.
Got my own family.
And you asked me to help you, so I need to know why I'm doing this.
For what? I'm always for what? Why? Why?
That's why you like.
So exactly, and I accept like that. He is me in a lot of ways. Jonathan is very inquisitive too. Like he needs to know what, why. So that is one thing, and then also not being so reactive with like spanking or popping. My mama, every time, I'm gonna pop your butt. For what? Because I'm big kid. You know, and like we did used to try. Like absolutely. I get some, like I'm not beating my kids. I'm not necessarily spanking. Now, pop, if it's warranted, I will pop. But I'm not, that's not my first reaction all the time.
Or even a threat.
Right.
I'm popping you if you don't listen. It's just like, why is that the first thing you say?
Right. Like, let's talk through all our options here. Now, if I'm on time 10 and I done told you, pop. So I always say I have to unlearn a lot of the ways I was parented. Period. Because that's what I knew growing up. So that asking why, I've had to unparent myself there, and being so reactive with like a pop or a spanking.
That's real. That's real. So do you feel like you're combating any childhood traumas today as a mama?
As a mom, yeah, I mean, some of what I just said, I think is trauma. Like, I, in a way, like being silenced in my questions. Like, there are times where I feel like maybe I shouldn't ask because of whatever.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's like, no, I'm grown. If I have a question, I'm going to ask. So I've had to work through myself a lot because that really does have an effect. It's like if I'm asking a question and I get shut down, then I'm growing up thinking every time I ask a question and I really want an answer, then there's a possibility that I might be shut down. You know, so
or that
why ask the question?
Valid.
Exactly. So that is a trauma in a sense. Like, I should be able to ask my questions and use my voice if I feel like I need to. I also had opinions as a kid. Were they always heard? No, because I was the child, they were the parents. You know, so I do think that really plays out into adulthood. Like, let your kids be expressive, let them ask questions because that gives them the confidence to do so. So I had to do my own work to build the confidence to ask the questions and say what I feel like I need to say. Now, do I have to filter what I have to say sometimes? Yes.
Yeah.
But just having the confidence to do that, I think is something that I had to work through.
Yeah. Okay.
What about you?
I think for me, I can be a little bit overprotective because of my upbringing. Very rough. For example, like one of my brothers came home shot one day, like just in the house, the police chasing after him. My mom like fighting with the police and beating the. I'm like, you about to go to jail because you putting your hands on the police. Like, what are you doing? And not because my brother told a lie and said that he was in a shootout and he wasn't in a shootout. They were doing stuff that they weren't supposed to be doing and got shot. So just having that memory as a third grade student, like that's why I have trauma around guns and I'm afraid of them. Even though Jared loves guns to where he like collects them, but like to protect us. And I'm just like, get those out of my. Like, I don't want to see them. I have a fear of guns. But also trying to protect my kids so much that they're not exposed. But then it's just like, they need to be exposed because they need to know. So they need to be exposed within reason, but trying to give them this life where it's like all cookie cutter, but it's like, that's also not good. You know? So it's just really hard to try to, because I don't want them to experience the things that I've experienced or even seen. Like, as a 5-year-old navigating the city, I can imagine my boys doing that.
Right.
Like, you grew up so much faster in New York. So if you're 5, you're really 16. And I know that sounds really crazy, but it's the truth. Like, I knew how to get home. I knew how to get to school. I knew how to get to my grandmother's house. I knew how to ride the train, the bus. I knew street numbers. I knew all that stuff. Drew would never be able to. No, it doesn't. And it wasn't. Even though New York when I was growing up, Harlem is different now. But when I was there, it was a rough city. But neighbors still looked out for your kid. Like, people knew that was V's kids. Like, make sure, she going to her grandmother's house down there. Like, just keep an eye out. I never, even though it was a dangerous place, I never felt like I was in danger, if that makes sense. Even though it was rough and I saw some things, I never felt like anything, like somebody would snatch me or. I don't know how to explain it, but I feel like if Drew was in that situation, somebody might snatch him up and take him and try to sell him or something. I don't know. So just really being overprotective of them and not wanting them to be exposed or see things or watch certain things. Like, I think there needs to be a happy medium, and I haven't found that yet. So I think that's how my trauma kind of shows up in motherhood. And I don't really know what to do about that. Because I've been trying to put them in the best schools, the best sports, the best everything. Maybe because I didn't have that. But at the same time, it's just like, they need to know there's life outside this.
Their world of Target.
Right.
And Starbucks. And Shake Shack. And Chick-fil-A.
And all the places that they like to go.
I hear that.
I mean, we are going to New York at the end of the summer, and that is going to open their eyes because I'm taking them back to where I came from, just so they can see. So, I don't know. And they may not be old enough to understand. They might just be like, oh, tall buildings. That's where Spider-Man flies from. Like, so I don't know.
And then I think also there's a certain point in life where they will start to see what life looks like outside of their world. Our kids are still very young. Like, you have a toddler, I have a toddler, you have a school-age kid now. So life just looks a little different for them, and it's okay. Like, our goal was to raise our kids different than what we did or what we had. So it's okay. They will see the world because the world is gonna show itself.
Oh yeah,
Period.
absolutely.
It doesn't matter what you do, how you try to protect them. The world is gonna show its ugly face.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Well, after all that talk, I think we need to have some lunches.
Yeah, because the girl will drive you to
Right.
drink sometimes,
All the time.
So, Mama Juice is my favorite segment of the show. It is a segment that allows us to have a nice little cocktail while we have these conversations.
Yes.
And each Mama Juice is dedicated to the episode. We usually have a cocktail that is curated for each guest of the show, but because me and Devin are here just having some conversation, we're on our solo episode, our drink is very simple today. It's just some champagne topped off with some pineapple juice. So it's just a little catch up, a little solo conversation, and that's what we're drinking today. If you're ever interested in sponsoring Mama Juice, we've had sponsors come in where they contributed wines. We've had some of our liquor sponsors as well, and we created drinks based on what they sponsored. We also had our premier pour guys. Hey, Bruce and Demetrius. They're not here with us today, but we do miss them. If you're ever interested in being a part of Mama Juice in some way, hit us up. Let us know. We will make sure our information is in the description box, and you can let us know if you're ever interested in being a part of Mama Juice in this way. So we look forward to our future partners and sponsors, and shout out to today's Mama Juice.
That's a lot. Yeah, okay. So our next segment is Mama's Corner. This is my favorite segment. So this is our opportunity to connect with our guests further, if we have one, each other, or our listeners. And what I mean by listeners, typically our listeners will write in and ask us a question, and we answer the question based on our experiences, not as experts. So if something works, give us our credit, but if it doesn't, we ain't say nothing. So I don't know who told you that. But we actually had somebody write in, so we're going to read the question. Well, I'm going to read the question, and then we'll answer it from our perspectives. Okay? It says, hey, y'all. Hey. How do y'all deal with mom guilt when it comes to your job? Mine requires me to be away for a good bit with rehearsals and performances. I feel terrible, all caps, because I'm missing some milestone moments. It has me considering a career change. Anyone else going through this or gone through this or something similar? I feel like this is great for you because you do a lot of traveling for work.
Yes. So, Mama, whoever you are, the mom guilt is real when you have a job that requires you to be away, whether that's physically away and mentally away, because there are jobs that you're physically there, but your mind is focused on whatever that task is, right? And you're not able to be the best mom you can be. But what I would say is talk to your kid. When I have to travel, I talk to Eli. I say, hey, Mommy has to go out of town, and I show him where I'm going. I show him the map and say, Mommy has to get on an airplane, and she has to fly to California or to Texas or wherever I'm going in the world. And that gives him an opportunity to say, oh, my mommy is out doing whatever. She's not here because she doesn't want to be, but she's here because she has to go to work. And he knows exactly where I am. Like, there are no secrets about Mommy having to be away. Does it make you feel the best as a mom? No. But also, I'm doing this to make sure my family is squared away. So it's going to take time. It's going to take some getting used to. Will you have moments where you feel guilty? Yes. Will you have moments where you're just like, I'm just taking a quick work trip and I'll be home and all things good? Yes. So just give yourself grace in those moments of guilt. Just know that you're doing the best to support your family and your child. And when they grow older, they will appreciate all that you've done and include them in your travel. Include them in the things that you have going on so that they're not left wondering where and why Mommy is away.
Absolutely. I don't travel for work. I mean, besides the podcast. So, but Drew had made this comment. He said, "You always going to Georgia?" And I was like, "He said you going to for the mama pod?" I said, "Yes." He said, "Okay." So, I mean, I talked to them about coming to Atlanta. They're very familiar with Atlanta because they know Eli's here. So they're like, "Are you going to see Eli?" So I don't really have guilt around that because I'm not leaving as often. But I think you answered the question.
Yeah.
Great.
No. Any mama who's feeling that way, just love on yourself and know that you're doing the best you can.
Yeah, and you have to follow your dreams too. I think sometimes we get caught up in being a mom, but sometimes, like, no, this is fact. Your kid is gonna grow one day, and they're gonna leave you, and they may not come back to like come see you or as often as you want. They're gonna live their life, so you have to live your life. You don't want to start living your life when your kids are 18. You need to live your life now. Like, that's only fair to you. One, tomorrow's not promised, and two, who's to say what your health is gonna be like or whatever. Enjoy life now. Like, if you're career driven, it's okay to be career driven, because maybe your kids will grow up to be career driven and not be afraid to follow their dreams. I think sometimes we're afraid to follow our dreams because we didn't see people before us doing it.
And we're kids,
and so we feel like it's wrong. Their example, their influence, everything. So go after for what you want. Like, you deserve that, if not anything else.
Yeah. Do it, mama.
Yes.
And
so
be okay with it.
That was a great question. Thank you for writing in. If you ever want to write into us, you can email us at mama@therealmamapod, a review. We need those reviews. I know you're sick of me saying that, so if you're tired, just go ahead and write it. The DMs are great. The text messages are great. Just copy and paste them and put them into Apple Podcasts. And of course, leave us a 5-star if you're enjoying this show. But yeah, it really helps us chart. It really helps us to bring ad dollars in. It really helps us to become a household name. And that's what we're trying to do this year. We have all the aesthetics. We have everything besides that. So help us get to that point. We understand this is a growing phase and that you guys are not quite used to that. But if you're new to the show, just drop a review. If you're not and you've been listening for a while and you haven't written a review, go ahead and do that. What you waiting for?
It takes not much time.
Yeah, 2 minutes. 2 minutes at a time. While you're listening to this episode, just go ahead and write your review.
Slide on over and write the review.
Yeah. Well, we appreciate y'all so much. We love this community. We love doing solos together as much as we can. And I feel like it allows you guys to get to know us on a different level and a little deeper. So I always look forward to these.
Yeah. Well, I look forward to the next catch up.
It's so funny you say catch up.
Catch up. It's not ketchup.
But it's not catch. Like, it's weird. But anyway.
It ain't ketchup.
It's not. I'm a catch.
Catch.
Whatever. Anyway, until next time, mamas.